Hi everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video and welcome back to my channel. If you don't already subscribe, don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you do like the video. It all helps me every little bit and I really appreciate any kind of support that you do give. So, today's video then, I'm going to be going through one of my glute/leg sessions. Now I tend to go hard when it comes to legs and glutes. I was training them pretty much every day of the week at one point. And this was before obviously I discovered upper body training, and now I absolutely love upper body. It is also one of my favorite things to train now, but way back when I first started the gym, I did pretty much legs and glutes every single day and never really had a rest day either, to be honest. I ended up going to the gym the other day and it was quite quiet, surprisingly. I think it was bank holiday, so it was really empty. Everyone decided to have a lie-in that morning, except your girl, because you know me, I'm in the gym all the time. Yeah, so I got to the gym that morning, it was empty, the weight section was empty, as you will see in the clips, so I decided to film. So I usually tend to start my glute/leg workouts off with glute activation. Now, I didn't see the point in filming this because my glute activation changes every single time, and you know, glute activation is going to be different for everyone. You're going to feel different exercises differently. So I will give you some examples of like glute activation exercises. So there's things like frog pumps, banded hip thrusts, single leg banded hip thrusts, hip abductions banded. Usually these sorts of exercises, you don't tend to use any weight. It's just literally about having that mind muscle connection with your glutes to get them really fired up, warmed up and ready to be involved in all of the exercises following. So I tend to start off with some kickbacks. So I'll do banded kickbacks, I will do straight leg kickbacks, so standing ones. I'll also do hip abductions, I will do pulse squats with a band on. All of these exercises I do with a band on. And you just want to really rep it out and focus on like really feeling your glutes. You just want to feel that burn in your ass. So I'll usually start my workout with the exercise that's going to take the most energy out of me, and that exercise for me tends to be the deadlift. So this variation that you're going to see in the clip is a sumo deadlift, and I will do around 5 sets of as many reps as I can, really, because at the moment I'm trying to progressive overload. I'm just kind of seeing where I'm at with my strength and just going as many reps as I can. It's usually somewhere between the 8 and 12 rep range, but I think on this day I ended up doing 6 with 50 kilograms because I just upped my weight. I was kind of stuck at 40 kilograms for my sumo deadlift for a while, but just recently, progressive overload, I've upped it to 50 and I did it for like 6 reps, I think. So that is usually my first exercise then. I don't use a band for this one. I mostly just kind of go with it because it takes so much effort and so much energy out of me that adding a band just seems pointless, because it would just make the movement even harder. It would make the movement just pretty much impossible for me because I do not have a lot of strength when it comes to my deadlifts. I haven't been doing them very long. They are a movement that I've recently incorporated, so yeah, the goal is to just keep trying to get that weight up, but this is the sumo deadlift. And that is for 5 sets of 8 to 12 reps with a weight that you're comfortable with, or you can go heavier and do less reps like I did. So the second exercise then is going to be some hip thrusts. Now this is also a really heavy compound movement. You know, it's going to take a lot of energy, so I tend to do these at the beginning of the workout. I do these exercises strategically because I'm aware of the fact that these are going to use the most energy at the beginning. You want to do the easier exercises towards the end because you're going to have less energy to complete them. So with hip thrusts then, I usually do 1 set of repping it out with 40 kilograms, which is my warm-up weight. Then I will add on more plates. I went up to 60 kilograms for the next part of the hip thrust because I do pulse movements. So as you'll notice in the clip, I am pulsing 3 times at the top and then back down for the hip thrust. Straight back up again, 3 pulses, and then straight back down. So I'm getting both the full movement of the hip thrust, the range of motion there, as well as keeping the lactic acid in my muscle, which is your time under tension, which is key for muscle growth, in the 3 pulses at the top of the movement. So that is super important that you are remembering to do that. This kind of took my glute growth to the next level, adding in those pulses or adding in like an eccentric phase. It is gonna get those glutes popping, girl. So at this weight of 60 kilograms then, I'll do around 3 sets of 8 to 12 with the pulses. It just depends how much I can push out. I will add on some more weight and go up to 80 kilograms, which is currently my, I wouldn't say my max, but like it's the heaviest that I've been going at the moment, just because obviously very recent post-lockdown. So yeah, so I do my hip thrust at 80 kilograms, and for the next 2 sets I just do full hip thrust, full range of motion, and try to do a little bit of a hold at the top of the movement if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. But yeah, on this day I wasn't feeling too strong, to be quite honest with you, so I ended up just doing like normal hip thrust motion for this, but that's just as great. And I will, like I say, I will do another 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps depending on how much you can push out. And then we move on to glute bridges. So for my glute bridges, I will go as heavy as I can, and I will push out as many sets as I can. So I tend to do around 4 to 5 sets for my glute bridges, and I will do 12 reps. Obviously the higher the weight, the lower the reps you're going to do. Entirely up to you guys on how you feel, but this is definitely a staple that you're going to need, because this is going to really target your glutes so well. Same with the hip thrust, both staples in your glute workout that you really need to be doing if you're going to see any sort of substantial growth. So the next movement then is some barbell lunges. I am pretty new to these as well. I've just recently started doing them because I have always hated lunges, but I have also noticed a lot of growth since I started doing them, so they're definitely another key movement that you need to have in a glute workout. So I started off with a warm-up set just using the bar, which is 20 kilograms, as you'll see in the clip. So we're doing one leg at a time here, doing 12 reps. And then I did add on some weight. I only added 5 kilograms on each side, so it came to 30 kilograms in total, which for me is enough, because believe me, when I do these lunges, they kill. I'm so bad. My lunge is so weak just because I don't actually do them enough. I've incorporated them now into my weekly session, so I will be doing them at least once a week, which is hopefully going to get my weight up a little bit. And for this exercise, after the warm-up set, I did around 4 sets of 12. Just try to do it as many times as I could, really. I think the final set was 8 reps, just because my legs were fucking done for at that point. The main thing that you need to be doing is just pushing until you can't anymore. If you physically feel like you're going to drop or you can't lift the weight back up, that's how you know you're going to failure. And if it's too easy, if you're burning out like 15 reps without even, without it even phasing you, then you need to up that weight, girl. Get it up. More weight. Don't be scared of more weight. I used to be fucking terrified of adding weight plates on because I thought, what if I can't do it? But what's the worst that can happen? No one cares, no one's watching. The final exercise for this day was the barbell back squat then. This is probably one of my favourite exercises. I love squats. Again, another key movement that you need to have in any glute exercise. Seriously, you need to be adding in your squats. They're just amazing overall, especially if you really focus on that mind-muscle connection in previous exercises or in like your isolation movements. Your glutes will really begin to participate in the movement of a squat, and you will genuinely feel it when you push up. Your glutes will help that movement, whereas I know a lot of people tend to not feel it in their glutes. But my key tip for this is to literally make sure that in every other exercise that you are really focusing on that mind muscle connection, because once that muscle connection's there and your glutes get so used to being like used and they're actually getting involved with most of your daily activities, you will feel them in a squat. Also, if you are struggling, you can add a band, and you can also do a eccentric phase, so when you're dropping down, count down, and also when you're coming up, you can even do that, so you can count upwards. Just try different things out just so that you can really feel it in your glutes, because you should be feeling a squat in your glutes. You really should be. It should not be all in your quads. It should obviously be in your quads, so you need that strength from your quads, but a lot of it should come from your glutes as well. That's pretty much it, guys. I will definitely be trying to film a little bit more inside the gym and do some upper body and stuff with you guys. If you do enjoy this video, then please do let me know, because I will definitely film more. It will give me more confidence to film if I know that this is the content that you guys want to see. Try this workout out. Honestly, it's gonna kill you off. Believe me, it kills me off every single time. If you did enjoy this type of content, then please do let me know. Leave me a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.